If it will quit doing that.
You're live.
All right, now see if you can find us. Technical difficulties, folks. Technical difficulties. But I think we're halfway fixed. Close. Oh, you have to go and come back on. Here we are, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Okay,
Phil
says now,
found,
okay.
now, okay, Phil found us. Mark found us.
Is this
Myron found us.
You guys must be tired of winning. Myron preach. Hi Phil, hi Mark, hi Myron. Hopefully everybody that was on the other video catches up with us very soon.
What happened is everything processed, and then when we started actually running the live, it was like we were going like
Stop
robots
motion.
or something.
Stop motion.
Yeah. Mount Laurel's here.
Hey Mountain Laurel.
Trey's here.
Hey
and Wendy.
Wendy.
And Robert Austin. Greetings from Oklahoma. Coming in good from here. All right. Well, we're just giving people a minute to get here. If you haven't said you're here, tell us you're here, especially if you were on the other one, because that one's no more. So there's something, hey Steve, there's something going wrong with YouTube or something, because when we go to get into it, YNP Admiral's here. Hi from Yuma. Terry Burns is here. Okay.
Hey Terry. Hey Wes. Steve and Jackie.
Yeah.
Mountain Laurel. Redbud's got to be around there somewhere. Oh yeah, we missed last week's live.
Anyway, when I go to type in the title and stuff, it hesitates. It won't do it. But it was doing all that fine tonight. And then when I actually clicked to go live, like I say, we look like robots. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Tim.
Hi, Chris,
so, two of you.
Myron says, what's about to happen? We're not going to get fired, are we?
Yes, everybody's getting fired. No, it's called clickbait. Haven't you ever heard of clickbait?
But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll be talking about
that. Hi again, Tim.
I've been watching. You know what? I've been watching all these things, and it's all about. There's Louie is here, and Barb.
Oh,
Ron Darrell's here tonight. Ron's here. Anyway, they tell you, oh yeah, Liz Cheney's being arrested, and then you click on it, and it has nothing to do with Liz Cheney.
They got you clicked.
Yeah, but they got you on there. Got you to watch it. Mellowcat's here. All right.
Hey Amanda. Hey Jason.
I know you were on there before, so.
Yeah.
What did happen, not what it's about to happen. We had to take Cage to his favorite restaurant, so.
Unfortunately, the one in DeQueen's still not open.
Yeah, they need to get that handled pretty quick here.
Okay.
So.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's finding us now, because we were on a live stream, and then that one we couldn't do anything. We had to kill it. So, and then I couldn't get to the right page to make this work, and I finally did. So, very painful thing. Anyway, we've had an exciting weekend. We got we're emptying out the storage, and we're putting it in our shed here, and hopefully everything's going to fit. I think it is. It's going to be a little bit tight, but it should all fit with the motorcycle. So we're working on that. Lonely Hitchhiker. How you doing?
Welcome. I haven't heard anything about measles outbreaks, but we're in Arkansas, so I don't know.
New Mexico and West Texas. No, they're talking about some other kind of COVID too. I don't know. That's supposed to be coming. It's gonna be a real nail biter for the next till the end of probably April. It's gonna be pretty crazy. So everybody better get prepared and make sure you got an extra 5 gallons of water hanging out. Hey, Randy, Mary.
Hey, Randy and Mary.
Yeah. Anyway, because we're talking blackouts. Um,
I don't know.
they're talking all kinds of stuff, but will it
about
happen? Maybe. I mean, nobody knows for sure, but I know they're not digging what's going
But
on.
on a bright note,
They want to see him. That's what Chicken Express does to him. He's out like a light. Of course, that, and he got to spend the last 2 days running around the neighborhood with all the local doggies. Ended up in the street today.
Tim says, new bat virus. Chicken Express, no comment.
Yeah.
Myron, I haven't heard anything about what you're talking about.
Because I'm not saying nothing.
We used to have 60 gallons of water all the time in our hot water tank. Now we have an instant hot water heater.
Yeah, that's what we have in there.
Did he eat a whole chicken? He would have liked to.
He had one chicken strip, and he's got another one for breakfast. So, plus he got his regular dog food. So,
well, less of it than normal though.
Lady's doing the same thing, Ron says.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty fun little guys. But when they're done having fun, they're done having fun. It's sleepy time. They go to sleep. Terry saw an article. What article did Terry see? Well, the way I look at it, it's either the beginning or it's the end. So,
that measles.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, we're either going to have a golden era, and Trump's gonna send us checks, and all these wonderful things are gonna start happening, or we're gonna get to see the apocalypse.
Read when I put above.
Who, Terry?
Yeah. Hello. That's all I got.
Oh, hello, Terry. Saw an article. That's what's above.
That's all I see, Terry. Myron says, if you want to get over 100,000, I think you ought to bring Mr. Ed back and have a talking horse.
Wilbur.
Roman, hi. Hello from Manitoba, Canada. Soon to hopefully be in the 51st state.
Yeah. Well, now they're talking about they don't want to have to add another star, so they're just going to make you guys a territory.
Harson Home, hi. Welcome from Yuma.
Yeah. Then what happens is then you get all the benefits, but you don't have to pay taxes. Of course, they're abolishing the IRS right now. They're going to make it the ERS, External Revenue Service.
Who really knows?
Why is my head itching? Anyway, I do, probably. No checks, pay down the debt, stop government spending. Well, dude, they're going to pay down the debt too. There's
with Nomad, welcome.
There's over $5 trillion missing right now just out of the Pentagon. So they haven't been able to balance a review in 6 years.
Roman says we pay 40% plus on income, plus sales tax at 12%. Yikes.
Where's that at?
Manitoba.
Oh yeah.
Canada.
Well, yeah. Well, look who you have. You have Fidel Jr., man.
Creating chaos is easy. Fixing things is much harder. True that.
Yeah.
Jim says no stimmy check. Myron says Donald Trump's about 10 steps above all of us.
Well, he's ahead of us. I'll tell you that much. I mean, when I saw that he got Kash Patel, and that kind of told me that things are going to rock and roll. Because now with Pam Bondi and Cash Patel in there, those two, they've been working together a long time, and they know how each other does things and everything, and they're going to trap these people. And the thing is when you start seeing people you recognize in orange jumpsuits, you'll know that things are changing. But you still haven't seen anyone go to jail yet. So they're all bailing out of the ship. What's happening is the Doge people are at the front door and everybody's going out the back door. So they know that 75,000 of the government employees took their early retirement deal and got their money.
Cash is also the new director of the ATF.
Yeah,
Are you waiting for the gold audit in Fort Knox?
Yeah, I am. Kind of interesting because I've been talking about that for a long time. And we drive by it every year. That's what's funny. When we go to Kentucky. But yeah, there's a good possibility there may not be. There's probably some in there, but I don't know. It's not going to be. I think it's like 4,500 tons is how much is supposed to be in there. So we'll see. Hopefully they take a little scale so they can weigh it. We'll see what they find. They got all those brains, man. They got all those young guys. Give them a calculator, see if they can figure out how much is in there. I heard something a long time ago that the building D that collapsed during the 9/11, they had a bunch of gold in there, and when those planes hit the tower, they started evacuating that gold. And as soon as the last bar was out of there, they dropped that building.
Tim, you're right. 15,000 in new real estate listings in DC.
Yeah, that's great. What's funny is they're all upset and they're all crying the blues and they're all angry and all this stuff. But this has been going on. I mean, Darla and I lost 2 businesses, and nobody cried for us. The IRS came and gave us a bunch of hassles and put us under their thumb for about 6 years, 7 years. So, I mean, they never felt they never jerked a tear for us once.
Chris says this feels similar to Germany in the early 30s. And Trey says painted lead bars.
Yeah, well, they have a thing that can scratch that gold plating off. This is actually the difference is we have a constitution in this country, and everything he is doing is for the Constitution. None of these people have ever had any kind of checking or anything. And anytime anybody's wanted to go see the gold, they tell them, no, you can't go see the gold. They wanted to audit the Fed. No, you can't do that. They wanted to audit the Treasury. No, you can't allow that. Well, Trump's got he's got an army of lawyers. He's got some with Doge, man. I'm telling you, those guys, all they got to do is get within Wi-Fi of the building, and they can go right in there and start pulling stuff up.
Routes are running for the hills. Trey, I saw something about possibly gold-plated titanium bars. I suppose that works out to be the same weight per bar.
Yeah, but titanium is probably worth as much as gold or more, isn't it? How much is titanium worth?
I don't know. And
it doesn't matter. Our currency is based on us. We are the collateral for the currency. That's the problem. We're off of a gold and silver standard.
Titanium is lightweight, Chris says.
Yeah, well, I know it's lightweight, but I mean,
he's saying
if you have enough to come up with 45,000 tons.
But because he was saying that Terry was saying, the titanium bars, gold-plated titanium bars would weigh the same. A friend of mine told me that they should build a fence in Panama and not on the Mexican-American border.
Oh, shoot, they found us. The Tigners. No, we're still over there. No, Dave, we couldn't get the thing to work.
I was waiting on the other screen. I messaged you. Titanium is $10 per troy ounce.
And I was screaming at your video this morning. Is what you do is you get one of those receiver hitches and you weld your vise to the receiver. and you just plug it into the back, and then you can bend however you want to do and everything else. This coming week, I'm going to have my metal table back and then I'll have 3 vices, and I'll be able to do anything weld whatever I need to do. $10 per ounce.
Troy ounce.
Troy ounce.
Yeah. And actually says fiat. Oh, so
I'm thinking of platinum is higher than gold.
We were just talking, Tigners, about politics, basically, and the government and what's going on. And
then a UFO landed outside here and
it
took the thing away.
That's what I planned, just haven't done that yet, he says.
Yeah.
So then, Bill will be the vice squad.
I'm getting excited about having a shop, so it's going to be a small one.
How many fiat currency over time retains their initial monetary value? I'll wait.
Huh? How many fiat currencies over time retain their initial monetary? None. None, because that's all the Rockefeller money, man. They always inflate it, and what happens is that makes everyone real rich. That Jasmine, what's her last name? Jasmine, the gal from Texas. She's a congressman from Texas, and she was trying to explain to everybody that they don't need $5,000 back, and I don't know why they're getting so upset. Well, she's in her second term. When she went in for her first term, she had no money. She basically had whatever she had gotten from being able to get elected, and 175,000. Well, now the beginning of her second year, she's worth $9 million. How's that happen? She must be friends with Pelosi.
So when are you moving into your tiny house?
When are we? Well, my plan is the end of summer, beginning of fall. That's what our hopes are. We don't have enough money to finish it right now, so not and continue to travel. And in order to make money, we got to continue to travel. So we've got to make some more dough.
Fireworks.
Chatting with Nomad. Not going back to quartzsite. You're not going, or us? You're asking us? If you're asking us, she's not going for sure. Be honest with you, after the last 3 years, I'm not too, blood clot, COVID, and then all the crap we went through this year. I'm not too excited about going back. It just seems like every time we head that direction, things start going bad with me. So, and the motorhome. I'll tell you what, it's like the motorhome. It's like we need a magnet on a rope so we can have all our parts when we get to where we're going. Sweat went in as a broke bartender. Now she's worth millions, right?
But she doesn't know what a garbage disposal is.
No. But you know what's interesting is supposedly her and Elon have something going on.
So now you're just spreading rumors.
No, I didn't start it.
You're spreading it, though.
I'm just saying supposedly. I didn't say for sure, but there is a lot of flirtation going on X. If you watch what she's been saying, what he's been saying back. So I'm asking you. Yeah. Well, there you go. We're probably not going back either, I don't think. It just there's something in the air there or in the dirt or something, and you get there and man, I'm telling you, everybody was dying.
I am still coughing up a lung every morning. Every morning.
And I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one who has to catch it and stuff it back.
The only reason he's not is because he gets a shot for his asthma every month.
Well, it's for my breathing, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was from that. I had that problem from COVID. So.
Right.
And it's in Ocala. And I don't know whether it's $1,400 for a shot, one shot a month.
But he's on a
but I'm on a special program because it's more than I make on my Social Security. So they put me on this program, and of course, it, we did a year's worth, and at the end of the year, then it takes 2 to 3 months before they can to figure it out before they'll send you anymore. So you could virtually this next time you could die.
A month.
Yeah, I went a month without it, a little over a month. But yeah, and as soon as I got my shot, I was fine. But pretty scary being I'm having to rely on too many things. We got to figure something else out. Chemtrails were horrible this year.
That is a fact.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, they seem like they're starting to not be happening as much.
I don't know.
You need to ground those planes and arrest the pilots.
There was a law passed in Tennessee. They were not allowed to do that anymore. And I saw on one of my groups that I follow, the guy was complaining. He's like, "What do you see behind me?" And it was chemtrails above his head. And he lives in Tennessee. And he goes, "They're not supposed to be doing this, and they're doing it over Tennessee." So.
Yeah. There's Cindy. That's our daughter.
It's our favorite Cindy.
Was
miss you, girl.
Quartzsite packed this year? Quartzsite? No. Yeah.
No, not the tent.
No, the tent wasn't.
The tent was.
But that Rice campground was full.
That's true.
We've never seen that full. No. We've seen it maybe half, but this year it was completely full.
They built it. They upped their electrical and I don't know. But I thought they were going to have it open for last year, and they didn't. It looked like it was done, but they didn't have it open at all. And then this year it was stuffed, but the foot traffic in the tent was way down.
Yeah.
Way down.
And Myron, you don't need a humidifier in Arkansas.
No.
That would be like a snow blower or something. So.
Yeah, you're talking about for me to get well again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have some inhalers that we got down in Mexico, and I gave her one. And it seems like if she takes a hit off of that in the morning, it still takes her about 20 minutes, but then she kind of clears up. So too many people from too many places enclosed in the big tent. What could go wrong? I'll tell you what's really bad about that tent is when you go in there in the morning, the very first day is not too bad. But after all those people come through there and they walk through there and they humidify that tent pretty heavily, the next morning you go in there, it's 15 degrees cooler than the day before. And
I do think too, though, that it's a real bad breeding ground for cooties. And before we got there, we kept hearing these YouTubers saying, "Oh man, we're all so sick. All our friends, we're out here boondocking, and we're all sick." I mean, like I've never heard them do that before. And then we get there and, halfway through the big tent, he got sick and couldn't finish the rest of the tour. And then the very moment, I'm not kidding you, the very moment that the show was over, we tore down the booth, loaded stuff up in trucks. I got in the truck, put the key in the ignition, grabbed my seatbelt, and I went boom. And then I was down. We didn't get to leave Quartzsite for 4 days after we could have left because we were just so sick.
Well, and I had the last day that we were there, I had to go out and take all the covers off, and I had to put the coolant tank in. I had to do all this work. And I'll tell you what, man, I came back in, I was dying. Hi, Rita. How you doing?
Hi, Rita.
And what's happening? We're just doing what we normally do, rambling on. And by the way, if you guys like our channel, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up. That kind of gets things moving around.
And thank you for that, Arthur.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Well, she has to say that.
Utah Seeds Cloud and brags about it. Ski resorts benefit too much by seed clouding. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
And they're not even lying about it anymore. They're telling us they're doing it, and people still don't believe it.
Yeah, there's people that don't believe in chemtrails, but there's been so much about chemtrails. I don't know how you can't know about it. They've been doing it since right after World War II. It was like a big thing. They started playing around with all that stuff.
They are proud of it, and they tell you it's for the benefit of mankind. And anyway.
Where's the wedding with Eric? You know what? I don't know. I'll tell you what. I haven't been watching him. I mean, he's I don't know. I there's only a few of the nomads that I watch anymore. How's Class A living? Well, let's see. He's going to have a place for the summers in Montana,
Uh-huh.
Arizona for the winters, and he's just going to go over and vacation, look for chicks in Japan.
Yeah.
So those are his three big things going on.
Yeah. He's learning Japanese.
He's learning Japanese. He's trying to teach it to everybody that watches the channel.
Domo arigato.
Yeah, give me some donos. Oh, it's crazy. I don't know. He's complaining about the dash being all busted out on his truck. Well, he's the one who busted it out. He goes, he's on fire about getting out of this farm or rancher or whatever, this guy in Washington State. Get out of his place. He can't take it, man. He's got to get out. The last time he did that is when he busted his dash out. So
because he was living in his truck.
He was living in his truck. The guy told him, okay.
The guy gave him.
Yeah. Gave him 2 trucks.
Yeah.
For fixing a boat that he never fixed. Well, he finally did fix it, but he'd gotten the trucks.
Right.
The guy said, well, here, I'll give you the trucks just to get you to leave. And then he couldn't afford to leave, so he fixed the boat. Learning Japanese by listening to Sticks.
Something Mr. App or something.
Rorobato. That's a song.
Oh yeah.
That's an old.
Mr.
I'm surprised Chris must be an
Yeah.
old guy if he remembers Sticks. What's that noise?
You hear it?
Yeah.
It's a high pitch. Do you hear that? You don't hear that. What do you think?
I hear something running. Today, the neighbor across the street lit their whole front yard on fire. And I mean it. Oh, it's a train. And the smoke just poured over here, man. It was crazy. So bad. We were in the shed out there, trying to get everything cleaned and kind of get it organized so we can go get more stuff tomorrow. And all of a sudden it's like, so we had to run back into the motorhome. It sure looked like chemtrails here in this area right before the flooding. And yeah, well, they were hammering you. That's what they do. Bill Gates caught funding experiments to make bird flu spread to humans. No, Bill Gates.
Thanks, Terry.
Well, you know what's good about it is now they say we can talk about this stuff on YouTube. We'll see.
Funded University of Wisconsin-Madison $9.5 million to conduct research.
Yeah, they did blank a guy the other day, veteran biker. They blanked his channel, put like a up there, and killed his audio until he was done with what he was saying about something. No one knew what he said. And then all of a sudden he goes, oh, I guess I'm back finally.
Mountain Laurel says it sure looked like chemtrails here in this area before the flooding in southwest Virginia and Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris says he's old. I remember Sticks, Gramps, Radio. Yeah. Yeah, they were pretty good. They were.
You guys ever watch the Presley Project, Chris Imitator? His name's Chance Tinder.
Where's that?
Chatting with Nomad.
Oh, you guys ever watch the Presley Project? Elvis Imitator. His name Chance
Tinder.
Tinder.
Elvis Imitator. Oh, Presley Project. Elvis Imitator. His name's Chance Tinder.
There's some guy named Bob that claims to be Elvis.
There's another guy named Jesse who's supposedly.
Well, I'll tell you what, baby.
Jesse was Elvis's twin that supposedly died.
Right.
Who knows?
Supposedly died.
Yeah. Doing well. LOL. I hear you. Rita says. Anyway, chatting with Nomad. No, we don't. We have not watched that. The Crestwood Project.
Yeah, I've got, man, I'll tell you what, I have so many channels that I watch now. It's crazy.
Tim Baxley. Oh wait, Chris says I'm Spartacus or Elvis.
No, I've enjoyed some Glenn Campbell recently.
Oh yeah,
Glenn
we
Campbell's
did a video on Glenn Campbell's burial.
Yeah,
it's a really
I think
cool
you've
place.
probably seen that one, huh?
Trey said, "Do you remember Loman
Loman.
Barkley?"
Yeah, I do.
Wasn't it?
I don't know why. They're like, weren't they on the radio?
Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night. Hey,
Yeah.
Salsa.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Loman and Barkley. That they were like, weren't they on the radio, Trey? There's Ron Silva. He must have got
Hey,
internet.
Ron. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, guys. We were discussing his not being able to watch the Sunday Night Live, so.
Or do anything online.
That's what happens when you gate guard.
Loman and Barkley produced 26-hour-long episodes in the 75 to 76 season, taped in Southern California, was syndicated, airing locally on KTLA TV.
Oh, they're on there? Okay. Well, yeah, we were from California, so I heard of those guys. I used to, Ronald Reagan used to do like a 3 or 4 minute thing every day, like kind of like
Words of wisdom kind of thing.
Yeah. That's why I decided. I told her, I said, if he ever runs for president, I'm going to register to vote. He ran for president. She goes, you going to register? I said, I guess so. She dragged me down there screaming and crying. I've not seen Glenn Campbell since Hee-Haw. Yeah. No, he was did you know he used to play with the Beach Boys? He was a pretty good guitar player. KFI Morning Show. Yeah. Yellow. Yeah, you missed a lot already, Ron. You need to go back and watch this 3 times to make up for the last 2 you missed. Look, time's fun when you're having flies, huh? Yeah, how fast as time is rolling away. Hey, there's Vinny.
Time is an illusion, they say.
Vince Simmons. See, you could be a Secret Service guy with that name. Yeah. I was watching it on the laptop, but couldn't get my chat bar up.
Teresa KFY Morning Show.
Well, they have stuff for that now, Ron. Get your chat bar up.
The family channel.
I tried it. Well,
it
was make me taller.
Have the house to itself.
Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there right now. We're gonna.
Ronald says time's not going fast enough here. I can tell you that. LOL.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You need to be on one of them gates where you get 1,200 vehicles a day. That would be good for you. 24 hours, you get 1,200 vehicles.
Glenn Campbell and the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, Salsa. I did Google that.
Harley's still in the house, but what's going to happen is we're going to be taking it out of there once I have all my gear in the, because I don't want it in there when we're trying to get stuff in and out. So once I get all my tools and my table,
needs to be in the shed.
Everything that's going to be working on the bike, and then I got to get the bike out. Probably going to have to do it like we put it in there, back the trailer and put the tailgate on the porch, drive the bike into the back of the trailer, pull the trailer out, and then roll the bike off.
Why can't you just ride it from the bedroom out around the house and into the shed?
Because there's a drop like that.
I just go down the ramp.
That ramp, it's over there. I could do it. When I was younger, I wouldn't even hesitate, but I don't. If I fall off that ramp, I'll die.
Video, I promise you.
$450 a day. Is that how much you're getting?
Jump the Harley.
Yeah. The trouble is I used to do crazy stuff like that, and then the board falls off, and yeah, I don't want to take that chance. The deal is with riding this motorcycle, I'm going to have to be a lot more careful than I used to be because I don't have total.
Spare parts.
Yeah, I don't have total control like I used to. I mean, I'm going to have to be more careful. I've got neuropathy in my left foot. My right arm's buzzy all the time, and can't see out of my left eye. And
blind in this right eye.
nah. So there's so many things going on. But I think I could still ride. I know guys in their 70s that are still riding. So we'll see. And if I die happy.
I know, right?
I already told you that. So. And then you can spend all the money.
Evil Knievel.
I met him one time. He was not a nice guy.
Well, you bought a bike, Tigner. Yes. That's why our viewership has gone up, I said.
Yeah.
Tigner said we've gone up like 38% in the last seven days.
We have?
That's what Tigner said.
I know it's going up, but
I'm thinking of getting a bike next year, Chris said. Jim, do you have a death wish, Bill?
But you know what?
Training wheels.
Right now is a good time to get one. I bought that one for $2,000, and it's running and riding. I mean, I could ride it. I could get right on it and ride it. But I got new pipes for it, and I got the gas gauge is busted, so I got a new one of those. And then all the cables are real stiff. The throttle's real stiff, and the clutch. So I'm going to go through and service the whole bike, check the front end bearings, check everything on it. It's going to get a complete 10,000 mile service. And once that's all done on it, then I'll take it down the road. And I actually had my leathers out today. Still got all my leathers, got my helmets, got everything. I got to go get me some Beetle boots.
Ron says I need to get an insurance policy on you, except that now he's too broken down and it would cost me a fortune to insure him. We don't have a policy on him. It'd be cost prohibitive to get one now. And then let's see. It's amazing you can get out of bed.
I know. What is it?
Well, you just told him how broken down you are. Now we know why there's no money for the house, David says.
Well, no, that's not why.
Chatting with Nomad said, I just had cataract surgery. I can see again.
Yeah. The thing is when you have an RV like this, you have to have $10,000 set aside in case something breaks.
Sure.
Just the way it is. And otherwise, you get out on the road and you have a major problem, you're done and no way to undone it. You know what I mean?
You're stranded at a Border Patrol checkpoint.
So actually, I have two Harleys now. This motorhome is a Harley Davidson. It's a 1995 Holiday Rambler Imperial, owned by Harley Davidson. And then I have my Softail, and which that was the first new bike I ever bought was a Softail Harley, and I rode that bike to death. 16 years I rode that bike, and then I had panheads and shovel heads and stuff like that. But that little Evo was a great bike.
Jason and Amanda got a nice bookshelf this weekend.
Did they?
Because you have books. I got rid of all my books.
Yeah, but you got like 8 computers. Some of them are gigantic.
And lots of glass jars.
She's got the ones where it's got the things that go like this, the big reel-to-reels, and I don't know what she's got going on.
I have a desktop tower, but I don't even think I have a monitor anymore. Blue Eyes 14. I'd say you're a top fan of Harley Davidson. True, he is. I know exactly what you mean, Bill. I used to ride trail bike, but a lot, but now can't even sit down on a bike. Major pain in these hips. Not Laurel.
Well, Blue Eyes 14, if you didn't know, we used to have a Harley shop for 22 years. And now that people are finding out that I'm going to be setting up to be able to work on, I got people contacting me about having me restore their bike. So it could turn out to be a part-time business for us here. And then that would make it where we wouldn't have to do, traveling jobs.
Go to courtside.
You guys, if you wanted to see us, you'd have to come here. And we'll have RV spots, see?
Yeah.
We're still going to have our RV spots, and that'd be really fun. And we can only charge like $70 a day, right? And for another $10, we'll throw in the utilities. They've never charged anybody. Fun, add money
could
is
turn
good.
out to be a great business for you guys. It could. CMA's down the highway from us.
Yeah, we have the Christian Motorcycle Association. They have 2 big rallies a year. There's a lot of, and the motorcycle, we have a little motorcycle shop over here in town. And the owner of that, him and I are pretty good buds. And he's got a couple of guys in there that do service work and stuff, that he doesn't have anyone that can do what I do. So we'll see how that goes. He said, I'll probably be using you on some stuff.
Bill's got one friend that might hold him up from doing this. His name's Arthur. Rightus. We'll see how that goes.
Arthur everything.
Arthritis and bursitis. And
Yeah.
the itis brothers.
And blinditis.
Do you have a Hyundai site with full hookups? Yes, Mark, we do. Good mechanics, hard to find, so it's great to enjoy it.
Yeah, well, you know what,
thank you, Blue Eyes.
When we got to our peak, I should say, we had a beautiful shop, man. It was amazing. And we had guys that just came over every day just to hang out, huh?
Yeah.
We always had a pot of coffee going, and we always had, and I mean, we had everybody, everybody came to our shop. We had cops, we had outlaws, we had ministers, we had everybody that rode 2 wheels came to our shop. So, but I didn't get involved with any of the politicking. I mean, if the pastors were talking, set the wrenches down and walk away. If the outlaws were talking, set the wrenches down and walk away. If the cops were talking, I didn't want to know their stuff because I didn't want to get into, I didn't want to be part of that. I just wanted to work on their bikes and be their friends. What?
Catch up on comments. Trey said he knew Evil and Robbie Knievel. Robbie Knievel was a pompous but brave but prideful, and Robbie, his son, was very humble and a nice guy. Yes.
Yeah, Robbie was great. We knew Robbie too.
We met him.
Yeah, we met him, and then one time we saw him on the road, and he pulled up alongside of us, so we were riding in the rain, and he's laughing. He had his trailer said Evil Knievel or Robbie Knievel, and then he had a motorhome and he was full, and he was laughing at us like this. So he was a really nice guy. And Evil was a jerk. I did not like him. My son and I went up to meet him, and I mean we walked up to him like on the sidewalk, and I said, Evil, can we shake your hand? And I mean, he was like just really rude. I thought, wow, that's okay. We met Peter Fonda, and we met a lot of the guys, man. Six Killer, yeah. Branscombe Richmond and Joe Namath. I talked to him about what was it? Not Easy Rider, CC Rider, the movie he did, CC Rider. And he goes, oh man, I got hurt riding that Harley more than I did playing football. So we talked for a long time. He's a really nice guy too.
Chris says hire a young assistant to train and pass on the knowledge. That would be wonderful. Nobody wants to learn. Nobody wants to work.
And I even told I told a couple of guys, I said, you know what? And if you got good at it, I'll give you all my specialty tools so you can have them. And they go, well, just can I have the tools? And I go, well, no, because I could take those tools and sell them on eBay too.
Like you're gonna do.
I'm not going to give you all because there's like $70,000 or $80,000 worth of specialty tools, not my toolbox, my specialty tools for doing engines and transmissions and all that stuff.
Welcome to the show, Bo Randall. I'm 66. Just bought a Harley Trail 125. Should be came enough.
A Honda Trail 125.
Honda Trail. Sorry, I said a Harley Trail.
Yeah, well, hey.
Craps Radio. I used to ride a Schwinn.
We have 2 of those.
Too.
We're going to hang those in the shed.
Aren't you guys the ones that do the fireworks stands as well? Yes, Blue Eyes, we are.
Yeah. Why, you want to do one?
Anybody got any questions, just ask us.
Anybody wants to do fireworks?
Good night, Tim Baxley.
He's going to bed already? You
Chatting
and
with another-
Cage.
I got Elvis autograph at Buddy Stubbs, Harley Davidson, and Phoenix before Evil died. Evil. Oh, I got Evil's autograph before he died. That's cool. Climbing on a bike is a thing of the past. Went to a bike shop recently and tried to climb on several bikes, but no way. One Can-Am could actually sit down on. The reason that he quit, somebody asked, why did
We're in Arkansas on our property. What?
We quit. I can't remember. Somebody up there said, why did you quit?
Because we went 2 weeks without a phone call during the great Obama years. Yeah, we made it through 2008 and 2009, but in 2010, I mean, we were in California, man. Everything just ate it. And so we had no choice. I told her, I said, you know what? I'm tired of fighting California. We got to go find somewhere else. And we were looking for a plan B. And that's when we met Uncle Jerry and Aunt Nancy. And they had been doing this lifestyle for 18 years. And I just locked onto them and tell me everything you know. And we ended up getting a motorhome like that. Well, not the same as theirs, but like theirs, a big diesel pusher. And we've been on the road 15 years. This is our 15th year right now. And in October, it'll be 15 years done.
Rita, we are in Arkansas by Mena, if you know where that's at.
Yeah.
And Blue Eyes, one thing I can tell anybody that's going to have any dealings with Mike, the man is spread so thin, and I tell everybody this, you've got to keep your name in front of his face. He doesn't mean to forget you, but he does forget you. We hounded him to death.
Yeah,
to get where we are.
You just keep calling him, bug him.
He really does. He's a nice guy. He doesn't mean, he's just not administrative material. He's really not, and he needs somebody to spearhead that for him.
Well, and if you're having a problem, you can email us at economicrefugesrv@gmail.com and give us your number, and I will call you, and I'll help you get in there. So last year we did the recruiting, and we kind of tried to place people, but that was when it gets to that point, that's when Mike needs to take care of things, because I was promising people things and Mike was changing things around.
Right.
And he just, if he thinks you'd be better somewhere else, that's what he's going to do, you know. So, and just know that if you want to do short term, like 30 days, you're going to probably be in a tent. If you're willing to do a little longer stint, then you can get a store, an actual stick and brick store. So that's what we have.
Wyoming is, I don't know why, I don't know what it was, but when we recruited for him at the Quartzsite tent, I can't tell you how many people were interested in Wyoming, but keep your name in front of his face, because people will drop off because they're like, well, he didn't call me back. But if you're the one that calls back and calls back and calls back, he may sound short with you or whatever. It's just that I think he gets upset with himself that he forgets and he doesn't take notes or whatever. But if you really want the job, just keep on pounding and calling and making sure that he doesn't
like I say, you can write us our email, and then we'll help you get things handled on that. Roman, what is the best full service campsite in Quartzsite planning on heading down this December? So if you're meaning by water, electricity, and sewer, we like Lazy Days, LAZ-DAZE RV Park, and it's on Riggles Road. And
RIGGLES.
Yeah, and the thing with it is it's basically no frills, no laundry, no showers, none of that stuff. You need to be self-contained. They have full hookups. They have 30, 50 amp.
And sewer, water, electric.
And usually by now there's hardly any. they have some full-time
When do you want
residents
to go in December?
that stay around the outside. Yeah, it's going to be getting warm. Well, December. That's a long ways off. Yeah.
Yeah, but there you are again. I mean, call them and make sure they're terrible about calling back too. But if you want to reserve a spot, get a hold of them now and tell them I'm coming in. I'm planning on being there this day to this day or whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for me not to go, but only because
You can go.
it used to always be a like a respite for me.
Not me.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, Blue Eyes, good. And email us too with your information if you want us to try to help stay on top of that for you too.
I was going to get Lazy Day's phone number here.
We looked at a mobile home there and was thinking about purchasing it. To stay there all the time in Quartzsite, or what are you talking about, Blue Eyes?
Yeah, it's a hard
Shady
place
Lane?
to live.
Oh. Shady Lane RV Park is amazing as well. That's where we stay for the season. Okay.
Okay, the phone number for Lazy Days, it's LA-Z-DAZE. And the phone number is 928-927-6495. And you can talk to them and they'll reserve you a spot.
Oh, okay, Blue Eyes, got you. Bill and I will have to go. Ninette says no more also.
What? Bill and I will have. There you go. Ninette's had enough too, huh?
Roman says thank you.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know what it is, man. It used to be great. Huh? We used to live in the desert. We lived in the desert for 28 years in California, and before that, we lived in L.A. area. And she just wants to be somewhere where it's green all the time. And Quartzsite is never green.
I really don't enjoy
it's brown all the time.
But I really also don't enjoy being the only one that works there because you're either in the hospital or sick.
Yeah, well.
It's hard.
And so was everybody else this year. Sick. You were sick too when you got home.
When I got done working.
Luckily, you were able to hang in there.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, we have friends that live there all year long.
I don't know how.
But they're from Canada too. That's what's weird. I mean, I'm not saying people from Canada are weird. Well, they are. But I mean.
Thanks, Blue Eyes.
Yeah. I can't blame her. I love greenery myself. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, here in the wintertime when everything's brown, it's green. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's not as green as it is in springtime.
And there's so much water right now.
Yeah. There's there's something going underneath the road. There's water in it. So.
And the creeks and ponds are just full to the tippy top.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I'm a fan of water.
we've been getting a lot of weather. In fact, I'll tell you what happened is yesterday we went over the storage and our trailer is open. It's a 10-foot. It's an old U-Haul, and we loaded the trailer up and we came back. We had a hard time finally getting it. We finally got it set up where we wanted it. And I said, well, let's just go inside and take a little break. And we came inside and I said, let's just take a break till in the morning. And then I got up about 6:30 this morning, which is late for me. And I thought, I'm going to check the weather. And it says, oh, it's supposed to be like kind of wintry, misty, snowy, rainy, nasty nana. And so I thought, oh, man. So I kind of went in and got socks and stuff. And I got dressed. And I went out there, and the first freaking thing I did, I was pulling this big, heavy box full of computer stuff from the 1960s or whatever. And my hand slipped off the box, and down I went, man. I landed on my bad side. And I get up and I'm like, ah, crap, man. So anyway, I got all the stuff. I got about halfway through the trailer, and she comes bebopping out. What are you doing? I said, I'm unloading the trailer, so she helped me unload it. But now we got to go get another load, but it's mostly going to be crates because it's mostly motorcycle parts
Yep.
and motorcycle
And
specialty
then his
tools.
brother and nephew are going to help us get the appliances.
Yeah, we got to get, well, we're going to get the appliances,
And your
my toolbox,
metal
my
table.
table, my press, my compressor, my
all
Sullivan
the heavy
tank,
stuff.
my drill press, my lathe. We got a lot of stuff to get. So
Let's see. Blue Eyes, we are in, if you know where Mena, Arkansas is, right there. I worked at Caesars in the 80s. My job included taking care of the bar equipment in the VIP headliner suite. I met all the headline acts back then. Sinatra and Lewis were awful.
who is that?
Trey.
Oh yeah. So
Oh, Ron, you guys have snow. Imagine that.
It's
been snowing since you got the quartzite at home. Do you think Canada?
So Rita, where are you from? Where are you at? And where are you from?
She told us last time.
I know, but
I know I can't remember.
last time, if it's last time isn't like tonight, it's hard for us to remember.
I guess.
Gramps radio. I have to make dinner. Okay, for all of us.
Mena is MENA, Arkansas, Rita.
Yeah, MENA.
Mena. Or if you're from around here, it's
Mina. And then there's Akron.
Yeah.
And Day Queen.
Do you think Canada will be our 51st state?
I don't know.
No droughts in 2025. Nope, no droughts.
Yeah, there's. Trump told them you're going to do the in California. He said that you got to do the elections so that you're gonna have to show ID and all that kind of stuff, and do it within a 2-day period, and they have to leave the water spout wide open. So
Canada was at one time American territory. I know that.
Well, Arkansas, you don't want to know nothing about Arkansas. It's not really that good a place. We hate it here.
We're stuck here because of family.
Yeah. Arkansas is a very interesting place. If you ever lived in California, you're like 100 years ahead of Arkansas. It's just really, really down to earth. Around here, we are not the major population. The major population around here are cows. And then probably second to that are deer.
Yeah.
And snakes.
That's good.
And skunks. So it's very green. It's very kicked back. The people are amazing. Yeah, the people are amazing here. They don't have. Some people don't have anything. Some people have very little, and they're the nicest people when they give you anything they have. That's just how it is.
So once you get all your tools and equipment plus the motorcycle in the shed, are you gonna have enough room to work on it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got a little lift that I can. It's like a big. It's what I use to pull the transmission out of this motorhome. But I can lift the bike up to where the bottom of the bike is a little above my knees, and it moves. It's on wheels, so I can move it around and turn it around.
You guys have a good week too. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, now we can talk about them.
Chatting with Nomad says hillbillies. Yes, my kind of people. I used to deliver clothing to the Stage Clothing Store in Mena, Fort Smith, and Poto, Oklahoma. Beautiful down that way. And welcome, Robert Austin.
Yeah, it's what. Yeah, the thing about it is if you like riding motorcycles, you'll love it here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Highway 1. It's kind of like Ortega Highway. It's kind of like Highway 2.
Those are California roads.
Those are all California roads, yeah. But they're people come from all over the world to go and do Highway 1 or to do Ortega Highway and stuff like that. And here, it's like Ortega Highway
everywhere you go.
So,
Even on the way
and
to
you can
Walmart.
ride into Oklahoma. Oklahoma's 6 miles from us. Texas, we were within what 10 miles of Texas today. Uh, it's about 80 miles to Texas. I mean, it just it's very beautiful. Hot Springs is nearby. Eureka Springs, the Diamond, field is here. There's just a ton of stuff around.
Oh, and there's lots and lots of ATV side by side.
You
trails,
go out our driveway, make a right, go up the street, and you're in Ouachita National Forest.
There's trails everywhere.
In the summertime, there's 4-wheelers going out that way all the time.
They're all from Texas, and they ride.
All from Texas. And they're great in the dirt. They're not so good when they're got those things on trailers following you at 95 miles an hour down the road. All the speed limits are 55 in Arkansas, except for Highway 30 and 40. You got to be on the big roads to be able to do more than, and then it's 65. And I think that one part is 75 over there by Benton or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it's 55 everywhere. And most of the people around here, of course, the Arkansas people, I think, you see Arkansas plates and you know they just got here, just moved here from Texas.
Yeah, if they're driving right on your tailpipe.
And Texas is creeping up.
Yeah.
On the southern part here of Arkansas.
Well, I think we matched our 1 hour.
I like dirt and trails. Well, you know what?
I love dirt and trails.
The thing with dirt and trails and me is in the morning I'm real good. You know, I'm doing this, and then in the afternoon I'm doing this. And next thing I know, I'm going. And I get up and I'm all scraped up.
You wouldn't get up now.
Yeah.
Lay there.
You're from Boston. That's right. She's from Boston.
Oh, Rita, yeah.
Well, yeah. Massachusetts is real green and pretty and all that, but I think it's a lot colder up there. I think we had a really, really cool time here this last week, and I think the coldest it got was down to about 9, and that's cold.
That's for here.
It's cold for a motorhome, especially. So we have 2 electric heaters, and like right now, let's see. I'll tell you what it is here right now. Come on. 52 degrees right now. But it was real cold, and then and it wasn't getting above freezing. It was getting up to about 27 during the day, and that's unusual for here.
Sounds like you need to see. He needs a Michelin Man outfit if he's going to go on a.
Wear leathers, baby. Wear your leathers. Doesn't prevent broken bones, but it prevents road rash. Mm-hmm. Although I've been riding a long time, never been down on the street.
Don't say that. Not when you're going to go out there and you're. I
told you I'm not going to get hurt. I'm just going to get killed.
Oh, wow, there you go.
But you don't have to worry because everything will be out of the storage. It'll all be over here.
And then
I'll tell you what, if this doesn't kill me, I don't know. The motorcycle, I haven't even rode it yet. I got to ride it because I'm going to get killed here hauling all this crap around that trailer.
You'd think that you would ride it before you have to move everything out of storage. So you don't have to move everything out of storage.
Well, I got to get everything out of storage so I can service it and fix it. Still got to figure out a place to get
my battery's about to die.
Get the stuff. All right, let's see. But let's watch the end here. But now you're gonna have armadillos running out in front of you, and they don't.
The deer are the big.
Yeah, the deer, and that's afternoon and morning.
Hey, Eve Sosa is also from where Rita's from, Massachusetts. It was 17 degrees there this morning.
And there's Scarlett. She's late.
Hey, Scarlett.
And then the only reason why we had a live tonight is because we thought you were going to be here. And we did all the woo. And you weren't here.
41 in Massachusetts today.
Yeah, I got the 60 something here today. Yeah. Well, we're an hour and 4 minutes, so we're actually running 5 minutes over.
Start
Yeah.
We had to start the live twice because the first time it was like doing freeze frame motion.
Yeah. Look like robots. Can I do that right? Maybe not. Huh?
Stop start.
You could do it if you were trying. Huh. Well, hate to do this to you, Scarlett, but we're tired. It's been a long day, and tomorrow we got it. Hey, you should come over and help us move the shed, the storage. It's crazy, man. I wouldn't put that on no
Egg
one.
prices anyway, $9.50 a dozen, San Francisco Bay Area.
What did we pay? We got an 18 pack for $10, didn't we?
9 something.
9 something.
Yeah.
And there's eggs galore at our.
There's a lady here in town that sells a dozen
$3.50
organic for $6.
Do you know what organic eggs are? That's where the poop's still on the shell.
Mm-hmm. It's where they don't feed them crap, garbagey, pesticide-y, yada yada. You were kidding about the UFO. Were you kidding about the UFO?
No.
Thank you, Scarlett. It was a bot live. Yeah, it was. $7.56 for 18 pack. Yeah. Hey, Rosebud. First time I seen you comment. I figured you were back there somewhere. Thanks for tuning in, Mountain Laurel and Rosebud. Anyways, we are gonna say our goodnights now. I think.
I'm on the thing. I'm ready to click it. I'm just waiting for you to.
Well, you said you were gonna catch up on reading comments, and they were popping up, so I was reading them for you. Anywho, thank you guys, all of you, for tuning in.
Yeah, appreciate it. Oh, and if you would, we're still shy a few thumbs up
before you
we
go.
Really appreciate it when you do that, because it kind of throws this thing all over the country, and it helps us. And if we could get this darn place finished out here, then all we need is money. We're not begging for money. We just want to go. We're going to go back to work. We're going to work again this summer so we can try to get enough money to finish this place.
And we always take video of the crazy storms Kentucky has. They are crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of exciting. But anyway. All right, guys. Have a great evening. Have a great week. And thanks for watching.